Hello, my air element. This is Kazaya with High Priestess Key coming to do your message. All right. This is for the air element. Okay. Now, as I always tell you guys, um, I do these in reference of the element, the energy around that element or what's in that element. Okay. So air element, we know air is first off about the mind, the mental, right? That's why in tarot and certain things, it goes back to that when you're looking at the definition or the what comes through in reference of your intuition for that element, as well as just knowing what air is breath. Air is how we breathe, right? How we have life, right? And to be in this element is to be in your thoughts, be in your mind. Maybe you're overthinking some things right now. Maybe you're in constant thought. Maybe, right now it's about, elevating your mind, not just, negative things, but positive things as well. So, this, if you are Aquarius, a Libra, or Gemini, you may resonate with the air element reading more because that is your element. But you don't have to be that sign to resonate with the air element. You could just be feeling more of and being more in your air element. Okay, so I wanted to explain that. I always have to explain it at the beginning of these readings because you can look at any of them. They're not time stamped. It is an elemental read. Okay. So let's get into it and see what the ancestors want. Air element, okay, energy, and who resonates with that at this time to know. So I'm using my ancestor cards, which, sorry, family. I'm using my ancestor cards, which goes by numerology, spiritual astrology, and planetary alignment. Ancestors, come through with the messages for the air element. What is the messages for air element at this time? Air element ancestors, please come through with the messages for air element at this time. What is the messages for air element? Any advice? Ashe. Okay, so all right, looks good. Air element. Right now, you winning. Okay. The answer is like, not only that, right? But your thoughts, right? It's the element of you going into something that you're trying to achieve right now. Um, you're trying to seek alignment in your internal vibrations, and what I'm seeing at this time. The ancestors is definitely showing that for hold on, family. I'm trying to do the numerology really quickly so I can tell you guys. Yeah. Um, it's definitely a time, right? It's definitely a time in reference of you seeking alignment internally right now. A lot of my air or people that are in the air element at this time. Sorry, family. I don't know why it's doing all that flickering right now. Those that are in the air element or in the energy of air right now, how you may be feeling is you're trying to gain understanding and clarity. Okay. So that's what's in your mind. You're trying to balance two different things, physical and the spiritual. You may be, having to do that in reference of communicating with others. You may be needing mercy at this time. Um, and you may be needing to forgive. Okay. For some of my those that are in the air element, you may have Sagittarius in your chart because I have Sag coming out in reference, or you may be dealing with a Sag. Um, but also for some that are in the air element, the ancestors is saying, right now you're getting a lot of warnings. You may be seeing a lot of like how they have, like they always tell you about the synchronicity numbers. You may be seeing a lot of 222s, 333s, 777s, right? 444s, 1111, all these different signs and synchronicities. But that is warnings in reference of your external vibration. You have a lot of things that you're thinking about or you're dealing with external to you. Okay, so that resonates in reference of your external vibrations. Okay. And this is also showing that you could be going through some legal things right now or something legal. Okay. You may be trying to seek alignment of that. You may be feeling a little restricted. And maybe when it comes to love, finances, something of that sort, where it feels, like something you may have never experienced before, I'm seeing that. But what I also see is that what you have caused and what is affecting you now is coming around in reference of your business, in reference of money, in reference of your communication. Okay. You may be dealing with Capricorn as well when I see this energy. And I'll just tell you some of the signs that are coming up in reference of, who you could be dealing with, what's in your energy at this time. If you're in that air element, this could be somebody you're thinking about, somebody you're connected to, maybe something you're stressing over that has to do with any of these signs. But right now I have Sagittarius, Capricorn, I have Scorpio, and I have Gemini. Okay. So basically, also, what I told you about was the law of cause and effect. A lot of you are in fear. Okay, right now you're in fear of what you're inspired to go after, and the ancestors want to give you confirmation and clarification that you shouldn't be in fear. You are protected. I have the Heru card for you guys. That is protection. Okay. So you need to know that, get out of your mind, get out of the scarcity mindset, get out of the mindset of fear. Okay. Ancestors want you to conquer your fear right now. Okay. Because the air signs, it is coming through for you. The ancestors is giving you confirmation, clarification that you have victory. All right. You are going to be able to triumph over any adversity right now. It's kind of like a golden period for you right now. Air element. Okay. It's like ancestors is giving you confirmation of whatever you're inspired to go after at this time, and what you're inspired to go after is what you're going to attract. And it's definitely showing that there's some things that you're getting ready to win. Okay. It's like a magical transformation is what the ancestors is saying for a lot of the air element. Right now it's about your health and your prosperity recovering. You are going through this period of healing. There's a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of downloads that are going to be coming in for my air element. So the mind is maybe running not only in reference of overthinking, but to retrieve and receive the downloads and the information that are coming to you very, very strongly right now. Okay. Right now you have extreme power. All right. In the mental. The sky is the limit is what the ancestors is saying to me. The eye of Horus is here in reference of as above, so below. Okay. Which Heru is known of which is above, right? So that's what's coming through in reference of what you're inspired. I am seeing you guys in the air element. You have been through many things of uncomfortable situations, foreign cars, foreign people, foreign things, foreign places, foreign travel. It's a lot of foreign in here in reference to what you've endured. And it hasn't been wonderful. It's been actually something that has caused you to maybe have that fear, maybe have that thing that's making you doubt yourself or doubt what you feel that you can't have. And maybe even it is affecting your home life, because I'm seeing that change in a major way. I'm seeing that, there's a lot here in reference of air that the ancestors is saying there's a lot that's going to change for you around your home. There's a lot of things that are going to change for you around your relationships. Okay. I'm picking up a father figure as well for you. So there could be some change coming for my air signs or air element in reference of the father, because I have Ra as well in the love and in the compensation. Okay. So I do have, sorry, family. I don't know why it's doing that. But I do have the Ra card for you that came out in reference of compensation. Now, that card is definitely about the Most High shining down on your finances right now and on love. So you're getting a lot of love. You're getting a lot of money right now. And that may be what it is in reference of changing your living conditions, allowing you to be able to live right now a little, better than maybe before, or to change your location. Maybe you're moving. It's a lot here. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors also want you to work on your solar plexus, as well as work with lapis lazuli. Um, it was another sign that ancestors sent that too. But let me clarify your messages there. Air ancestors, air element, clarity on the messages here for air element, please. Clarity on the messages for air element, please. Clear and concise messages for air element. Clear and concise, please, for air element. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. As I said, you control the outcome of whatever it is that you're going through at this time, air. Okay, because right now it's going to be a lot of air, also that are going to be able to come together with others, relationship wise. Okay, a lot of air element. You may have some things going on with mother and father. You may have some things going on with your earthly possessions in your home. Okay, whether that's cars, clothes, money, even down to medicine and your health, right, and drugs and things like that that may be positive, not the negative, right? But I'm seeing all of that come through now. What ancestors definitely gave us in reference of your update, on the messages that you have here, it's like, yeah. So the ancestors is still coming back and saying that you have an intervention coming in where some things that you may not be seeing, positive things. That's it. You know what the ancestors is saying right now in reference of the true sidereal is still Pisces season in the true sidereal and the verdict. So that is the time for you to stay focused and for you to stay positive. Okay, visualize your goals and your desires, and know that it's already done. Okay, because the ancestors is giving you major love when it comes to the earthly possessions and the things that you truly want to have right now. Right now is a healing period for you, as the ancestors have shown you earlier. It is true, even in reference of your relationships, mother-daughter relationships, your health issues, your healing. There's a midst of that mercy and understanding, and that forgiveness goes back to relationships as well. Okay, so a lot of love showing here, a lot of understanding needed, a lot of things that you need to understand that it's still a time of healing, and stop overthinking things. Okay, the answers is showing right now in reference of your karma. You must operate out of integrity, right, and things will subside for you. The things maybe even you cause, or maybe you may be fearing in reference of business, communication, love, money, whatever it is. Ancestors said, if you, because you got Uranus, right, that Uranus energy on top of that Phobos is definitely about you being divine. Okay, that means you having to turn all those fears to faith, right, and you walking in your divine light. That'll shift all of this energy, because the ancestors already threw out that you control the outcome. And I told you this. So ancestors is saying right now you have that victory to get past whatever this was that wasn't comfortable for you, whatever it is. But you also need to work on skills. Okay, some of you, it may be time for you to go ahead and you're winning, right? But also dedicate your time to learning a new skill, or to decide on something that you really truly want to do and learn something new. The ancestors said it's always good to learn, right? Um, as I always say, and I've been doing this for a while, my spiritual journey, I'm still a spiritual baby, because that means I'm still soaking up the energy and soaking up things to learn, right? And that's what the ancestors is saying. Air, you control the outcome right now. So put it in your mind of this, and in due time, the ancestors is gonna shine and gonna bring you through that. This is two, the two, right, was clarified with the one. So that lets me know that's three, right? Not only 21, right, which is Lapidus, which is definitely about violence. So you don't want to bring violence on yourself. You want to make that a three, which is about interventions for the interruptions that you've already had. And that's also ancestors shining down on your home life in a major way, intervening. Now, you also got it on the end where your law of compensation is a nine. So it's like air. Right now, it's success. Okay, justice has prevailed. All right, and there's some things that you're gonna regain justice. If you're in that legal situation, I'm seeing you win. If you're having money situations, I'm seeing that sin, as sin. If you're having love situations, or you want to be in a relationship, I'm seeing that come through as well. But also, you must learn to forgive, so for yourself, so you can bring in that attracted love that you want. But if you haven't healed and you haven't forgiven others, then you definitely won't receive any love, because how can you want love and you're not forgiving yourself and within your heart, forgiving others. All right. So that's the first thing that the ancestors told you was to seek alignment, right? And that alignment comes with you being able to balance the physical and the spiritual. So come out of your mind, okay? And in due time, get ready to grind, okay? Because you got it. As it said, you control the outcome of all those things that may not have felt great or may not have went the way you wanted it to go. It was all a lesson. All right. It was all a lesson. You are the powerhouse. You are the master builder. You know, Uranus can be tricky. It can be a rim and reference of you being tricked. So don't get tricked out of your position and don't get tricked out of the things that you're overthinking. Don't get tricked out of, you thinking that, and being in fear of something when in actuality you could put that together, that 7 and that 22, and make it divine and then be able to win, right? So it's definitely a lot, and don't be people pleasing, okay? Throughout the process, don't people please, okay? Because it's showing that also may be something that comes up. But ancestors said instead, you visualize your goals and you run towards those, right? Let others do what they have to do in reference of their own goals. And if you do that, you are divinely protected and you're gonna win, right? So that's what the ancestors have for my air. This was a very good reading for air. You're in that winning mode. You're protected throughout the whole situation. Yes, it's not going to be peaches and cream, of some of the things that you may be going through. It may be something you're going to have to work a little harder at, but you control the outcome. You control. All right. And I see that if you get into your major work mode or protection mode, or confidence and having courage, which is that Ra element, because Ra is source, is creator, which is all about sun, sun, right? And understand that it's time for you to move into success. All right, so this is your message. Much love to you, air element, and that is good that you are in your mind, but use your mind to grind. All right, it's your time. All right, much love to you, air. Peace.